Ready. Welcome everyone, my name is Strose Hill and you're at the Too Smart Evolution presentation. Tonight we're going to be talking about personal financial success. How many of y'all want personal financial success?
Yes.
Alright, great, you're in the right place. The team name for us is Too Smart Evolution. Let me tell you something. The two stands for two companies that work together in tandem to teach people how to be totally financially independent. Also, SMART stands for saving money always requires training. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes.
All right, good. And the evolution is about what it's going to take for people to change their financial situation. So before we begin, though, I'm going to ask you guys a quick question. It says on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to be debt-free and financially independent? What is it for y'all?
10.
Really? A real 10?
No, I'm 11. I'm 11.
You're 11. Okay, what was that one? 11. Okay. Well, the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, is if you have a high desire to change, then we can help you. Okay? So let's talk about it, and remember, the evolution will be monetized. Now, a little bit about our firm. If you look to the left, you'll see a lot of things that we do. See, we are going to teach people how to be properly protected. Matter of fact, the foundation to any financial plan is making sure you protect the most valuable assets you have, and that's your income. Okay? Because if we can give you the greatest plan in the world, if something happens to you and your income stops, we got a problem. Would y'all agree?
Yes.
All right? Now, we're also going to talk about financial rollovers. You know anyone that has worked on a job, and they left a job, and they went to a new job, and they left the money at the old job? Well, we're going to show them how to move that money from one place to the other and do what's best for them. Along with legal protection, we're going to show people how to get mortgages, refinance their homes, along with medical care. Do y'all think that's a big deal?
Yes.
Definitely. Now, if you look to your right, you're going to see a lot of the companies that we represent. We represent a lot of companies. But tonight's focus is going to be on one company in particular, and that company is called myEcon. So that's what we're going to talk about, and it's going to be exciting. Now, before we move on a little further, yes, I'm an author of a book called Living in the Overflow. And it actually teaches people principles in order to get their money working for them God's way. So if you want to know more about that, you can get a book. You can simply go to TooSmartEvolution.com. You can order your book online. If that's something you like, let us know. We'd be more than glad to get one for you. Now, we also have a big event that's coming up in October. October 19th and 20th. You need to go ahead and clear your schedule. If you got to work, get it off. All right, because this is going to teach people how to take charge of their own personal financial success. So again, you can go register for that. Go to Too Smart Evolution. We got an early bird special that's taking place right now, and that'll run out on the 31st. So then the price obviously goes up. So Living in the Overflow, folks, we got the Living in the Overflow Personal Financial Success Conference, and y'all just happen to be amongst the young lady that designed this flyer. She's just right there. She does everything. So we're so proud of her. We don't know what to do. So get excited about that. Now let's talk about why we're here. Personal financial success. Tonight we're going to talk about myEcon. myEcon is actually short for My Economy. How many of y'all believe that the best person to take care of you is you?
Yes.
Y'all believe that? You got that right. Now, when you let someone else have to take care of you, you're going to be highly disappointed.
Right.
So myEcon is the personal financial success company. So again, we welcome you here tonight. Now, a little bit about the company. It's a 13-year-old debt-free technology-driven company. Now listen to this. They're based out of Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, and has paid out over $400 million to help people accomplish their goals financially. So if a person needs more money, let's say to prepare for their emergency fund, we teach them how to get it. If they need to save money for a new home or a new car, we teach them how to get it. So tonight, you're in for a special treat because we're going to have no more excuses of why we're not doing the things that we want to do, especially when it comes to our finances. Now let's go over some current statistics. If y'all didn't know this, America is the wealthiest country in the world. How many of y'all know that?
Yes.
Okay? Not only is they the wealthiest, folks, everybody is fighting to come here. I don't see people leaving America trying to go to China. Okay? All right? I see people leaving other countries coming here. All right? I didn't say we're perfect. I didn't say we don't have our share of problems,
Right.
But keeping that in mind, people want to be here. Mm-hmm. Now, with all that being said, 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 they can put their hand on. Can y'all believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's really sad, but most people are living paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck, and that's a problem. 68 million Americans have poor credit. So there's a good chance when we learn tonight that we help people repair and fix their credit, you got a good chance when you talk to somebody they need your help. Okay, and we're going to show you how to do that. 80% of Americans feel like they're falling behind, and the government doesn't have a solution for you. So what do we do? That's why you're here tonight, folks. We're going to give you our solution. Now the solution is people need more cash flow. Would y'all? How many of y'all need some more cash flow?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but let me explain something to you. You need more cash flow with better financial strategies. All right, let's make it clear. Most people, if you were on a job and got a raise, what do y'all think most people do? They raise their standard of living up to the raise and proportionally be just as what? Broke. And they'll tell you all the time, I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, because you're not maintaining a certain standard of living, taking the extra and doing the right thing with it. So I don't want people leaving thinking just making more money or having more cash flow is going to solve your problem. It's having more cash flow, knowing what to do with it. That's going to help you get free. Now, we're going to teach you tonight about what is called income shifting. Most people never heard of it. Income shifting. And at the end of the presentation, we're going to give you an opportunity to get our income shifting membership. And you're going to see how powerful that membership is. Now, along with that, we're going to give you every reason why you need to build income from a business. Most people don't know that the #1 biggest deduction that you can get in America, #1, is owning a business. But yet still the masses are taught to take a what? A job. All right? You need to ask yourself, why is that? Why are the masses taught to go get a job, but the wealthiest people in America, guess what they own? Their own business. So somewhere down the line in our educational system, people are not getting it. And you'll learn why. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Now, when we talk about strategies for financial success, we're going to give you what is called 5 cash flow streams. And this is part of our income shifting membership. Now, let's take a look at the first one. We're going to teach the average employee. Y'all know any employees? Okay. We're going to teach the average employee how to correct their tax withholdings. Most people do not know how to properly fill out those forms. We're going to teach them how to do that. That is part of our training. All right? So if they come back for training, then we're going to show them how to properly fill out them forms that they probably never looked at, or they looked at them when they first got hired and never looked at them again. There's a problem. Because your goal is really to break even and not get a refund. People have got to learn that when you get a refund from the government, what you've done is you've given the government a tax-free loan, and when they give you your own money back, it's not a gift. It's a return of an overcharge. All right? People act like it's a gift. It's not a gift. They kept your money for 18 months. You had to convince them to give you some back, and when they gave it back to you, they paid you what for it? Nothing. 0 for the use of your own money. Now, if I ask anyone in here to make me a loan like that, who would want to loan me their money, and I told you, you may or may not get it back, and if you do get it back, you got to wait 18 months, and if I give you some back, I'm going to pay you nothing for the use of your money. Raise your hand if you'd like to give me a loan. Would no one do that if they understood what it was? So the goal for filling your forms out correctly is to break even. Okay, don't owe, and you don't get no money back, because we're going to show you how to get your money back now, America, so you can put that money in your emergency fund, so you can put that money into your house fund, so you can put that money into what's important to you, and you can earn money on it while you're sitting there waiting. Y'all think that's a better thing to do with money? Yes. I think so too. Now, the other challenge is people have a challenge with what I call credit. We have what is called a smart credit system that teaches people how to repair their credit, how to maintain their credit, and how to make sure that you can build new credit that's going to put you in a position so that you can go back, refinance your home, refinance your cars, lower your interest rate on your credit cards, and that frees up more money for you to do what with? Invest. Invest. Does that make sense? Yes. See, now, if people have not so good credit, they're spending more money on their credit cards, more money on interest rates for their properties and their car loans. That's why people don't have any what? Money. So these strategies is what teaches people how to come up with the money and do the right things with them. And I found out that they usually would do that if they're surrounded by other people doing the right things with them. You know, birds of a feather flock to what? Together. My mom always told me, she said, if you hang out with them bad boys, eventually you're going to start doing what? Bad things. All right. Well, if that works for bad stuff, how come it can't work for good things? Suppose you socialize with people that are fighting every day to get their financial house in order. Saving, planning for the future, doing all the right things, getting out of debt. Guess what? It can happen to you too. So we're going to make sure people understand that. Let's take a look at the next income shifting stream. Minimizing taxes and utilizing what is called our cash flow manager. Now here's the deal. We have a device that is actually, ladies and gentlemen, on your smartphone, on your computers, and on your tablets. What this device does is it keeps up with the amount of money coming into your household and any money leaving your household. It puts it in categories so you can get the proper tax deductions. So when you get your taxes done, you can get every deduction known to man and woman so that you can keep your what? Your money. Now, for those that don't understand or don't know, how many of y'all ever seen this book before? Okay, most people never seen it. It's called 475 Tax Deductions for who? And who else? Self-employed. Now, let me make something clear. Do y'all think they wrote a book like this for employees?
No.
No, they don't need one because yours would be a pamphlet. All right? It would have a couple pages in it because that's all the deductions you get. The deductions go to people who are self-employed or own their own businesses. Now, we make it clear, if we're going to help people get their financial house in order, and for some reason didn't mention why it's so important for you to have a business, then we would have a what? A problem. Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to teach people who want to be taught how to keep up with all of their money so at the touch of a button, they know where they stand financially. See, we don't have to guess what to do. We need to know. Would y'all agree?
Yes.
All right? Now, let's talk about debt elimination. How many of y'all know someone in debt?
Oh, yeah.
All right? Do you understand that if we did our cash flow strategies for the average person, we can identify how long it's going to take you to get out of debt? Now, the goal is to get out of debt as quick as possible. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right? So, when we show a person they need to do that, or how to do it, most people can't believe that you can get out of debt anywhere from 4 to 12 years, even with a house payment. I don't care if you just bought the house. We can get you out of debt. But you got to want to be out of debt. So you'll stop doing the things that keep you in debt. So we have a debt elimination program built into our software that actually identifies your debt freedom date, the date you'll be debt free. It also identifies what is called your FIN number, your financial independence number. That's the amount of money that you're going to need. Everybody's is different at some point in your life so you can live off the interest of that money so that you don't no longer have to work for a living. You got your money working for you. Now when you think about that, who in their right mind don't want that? Notice I said what? Right mind don't want that. Everybody wants that. And last but not least, we're going to give you what is called investment education. See, when you start saving this money, you got to know how to do the right thing with it. We're not teaching anyone how to adjust their tax forms, improve their credit so they can get more credit and get more debt. We're not teaching people for that reason. We're not showing them how to minimize their expenses so they can free up more money to spend. We're showing people how to do all these things with the extra money so they can put it into what? Investments, and get those investments to at some point return the favor. That's what we do. How many of y'all want your money working for you so that you can take them hours and go have some fun with it?
Yes.
See, so when I sit down with a client and I say, you need to be saving an extra $1,000 a month, they look at you like, you know, how a deer, when you put the lights in the deer eye, they just stare at you. Well, the reason they do this is because they're in all that what? Debt. If we got you out of all that debt, saving an extra $1,000 a month won't scare you half to death. So we got to teach people how to do it. And I'd rather be putting money away from myself at that magnitude than giving all my money to somebody else.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, let's talk about our financial buffet. Now what that means is this. We have what is called on our website discounted products and services. So we simply put people in business on the internet. We chose the internet because if you have an internet business, when are you in business? All the time. So problem solved. So we know how to make everything you do tax deductible all the time if you have a business. So we don't need people to go back to school, get another degree, and get back in debt. You don't have to have any special training in finances to know how to learn the concepts that we're going to train. None of that's required. All you need is an email address. And I'm sure everybody in here has one. If you have an email address and a credit card that works, we can put you in business in 5 to 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Your site is up and working. Now, the general public, they're going to go to this website. This is what they're going to see. Okay? Because you have what is called a front office, and then you have what is called a back office. This is your front office. So they're going to see that you have a product called identity theft. How many of y'all know right now that people's identity is being stolen, like they say, every 3 seconds or so somebody's identity is stolen?
Yep.
Well, we have insurance for that. Our ID Defender, guess what it does? It protects you if you were to get compromised, spend up to $1 million to put you back to where you were. It also watches over your credit cards and your social security number, and it gives you information on what is called the dark web. If you got predators living in your neighborhood next to you, you know, all these kind of things, you'll know about it. So folks, that product right there, when a person sees it, is called $7.99 a month. Okay? Now when they get that product from you, from your site, guess what happens? You now get what is called a $2 CV. Now that CV is what you actually get compensated for moving products from your website. Because to the IRS, it has to be a legitimate what? Business. Okay? What kind of business you run and you have no intentions of making a profit? Alright? That's a hobby or a scam. Alright? Now, we also have what is called the Smart Credit system, which we've already discussed. That system shows people how to repair their credit. Y'all think that's important to have a good credit score?
Yes.
Because let me tell you something. If you're going to buy a car, you're going to buy a home, or you're going to want to get credit cards, you don't want to get stuck with the high rates that they charge people when your credit is not straight. If you got a 750 or above, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the best rate they have. They're going to talk to you like you somebody, and they're going to say, well, Mr. Hill, you can get this. You don't have to pay anything. You got 3 years, 0 interest, whatever. And I go, thank you very much. And then I can use what is called opium. Now, that's not a drug. That stands for other people's money. Okay? So that's what I do. And that's how you save your what? Money, so you can get your money working for who? Working for you. The cash flow manager. That device, I told you, keeps up with everything coming in and everything leaving. So at the touch of a button, you know where you stand financially. Do you think you'll make better financial decisions if you had kept a budget?
Yes.
Right? Do you think your taxpayer would like you if you had it written down every tax deduction that you expect to get subtracted from your taxable income?
Yes.
See, very important. Travel. How many people you know travel?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody travels. But we're going to teach you how to travel. You should never ever take another vacation. Yeah, I said it. You take a paycation. That means you make it a business trip. And while you're there, vacate. That's the law. That's how it works. Okay? You call somebody in Virginia Beach up ahead and say, look, I'm going to be in Virginia Beach. I'd like to talk to you a couple minutes about what we do here in Greensboro and see if we can expand in your area. I got Monday or would Tuesday be better? They'll say Tuesday. Great. I got 4 or 6 be better. 6. So Tuesday at 6 will work for you? Great. Now I have an appointment. Now guess what my trip is legally? It's a business trip. Now ask yourself a question. How come people don't do that? Now I can write off my trip. I can write off my hotel. I can write off my food while I'm there. So why would the average person not do that? Could it be because they don't know? They don't know. That's why we have these business briefings to educate people who want to be educated. Now here's the good part. Because you booked it on your website, these companies pay you for doing it. They pay you for the rental car. They pay you for the hotel stay. They pay you for your plane ticket, train ticket, bus ticket. We get paid for that. So when you book it through your own site, you get paid. More money, more money, more money. How about this? We believe if you're going to get wealthy, you need to stay healthy. So we have health and nutritional products on our website. All natural, don't have to worry about any side effects. Well, I'll be honest with you. We have one called MSM, and there are 2 side effects. Okay? One, it grows your hair and grows your nails. That's because it regenerates your cells and stuff start growing. I ain't going to tell y'all what I tell the guys, but nevertheless, these are kind of things that can really help people, okay? How about coffee? Anybody here drink coffee? Yeah. Listen to me carefully. 57% of the population drink coffee whether you drink it or not. And we have what is called a healthy coffee. So people say, oh, we need coffee? No, but yes we are. Because it's a billion-dollar business and people are going to drink it, why can't they go to your website and get some healthy coffee? It's got things like ginseng, ganoderma, goji bean, African mango. This is what's in our coffee. Even have one in there that helps you lose weight. It suppresses your appetite. Healthy healthy coffee. So people go there, they try it, they like it, and guess what they do? They put themselves on auto ship and they get a box every month and they got their, their coffee every day. Why not get it from you? If you drink coffee, why not get it from you? Do you understand you get paid every time they do that? How about this? The Cashback Mall. Now let me explain something to you. The Cashback Mall is where you do all of your shopping. Remember I said one of the things you want to do is reduce your expenses. Now when you reduce your expenses, you know what to do with the money because that's what we're going to teach you. Well, the Cashback Mall is over 1,000 stores and they pay you to do your shopping. So why do you just walk into Walmart when Walmart says if you go online and get that stuff, we'll pay you to do it. Then you can walk into the store, get your order, or you can have them ship it to you, whatever in your best interest. So again, folks, you have an opportunity to make those things happen. Next, we have what is called Road Assure. How many of y'all drove here in some type of vehicle? Nobody walked. Okay, do y'all know that things can happen to your automobile? You can get a flat tire, run out of gas, just anything can happen. Well, Road Assure works just like our a company you may have heard of called AAA. Y'all ever heard of AAA? Yeah. Okay, well, we have our own version of that. People can go to your website, get that particular product. It's $7.99 a month, and it has a $2 commission value. That means when somebody gets it from your website, it pays the associate how much? $2. Now imagine, instead of you talking in the break room about things that don't matter, you're talking about scandal, you're talking about empire, you're talking about all those things. Why don't you talk about something that can lead people to your website and get a product they have a need for? Yes?
You said $7.99 a month, right?
Yes, correct.
Is that $2 every month that they...
That's correct.
All right.
Every month.
All right.
Every month you get paid $2. Now imagine you got 100 people because you start talking about things that matter. See, when y'all get to know me, I don't want to talk about sports, I don't talk about things that don't lead to us bettering ourselves. I don't have time for that. The truth is you don't either. Okay? I'm a businessman. So if you got 100 people that's getting that every month, that's an extra $200 coming to you. Who can use extra $200?
No, certainly.
You'd keep it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't send it back.
Nope.
Okay, y'all passed the common sense test. Y'all will do all right. All right? Credit monitoring. If you're going to repair your credit, you're supposed to be monitoring it along the way. That product is $24.95 every 6 months. Okay, so you can do the math on that. It also pays you. Then we have our discounted legal and tax advice and preparation. This is where all of the folks get their will done. They get their living will. They also, if you were to get a traffic ticket, guess what would happen? You can get someone to represent you without spending $300, $400, $500. I hear people do that. They are actually, the only thing you're responsible for is the court costs. They'll take care of that for you. So you have legal representation. You don't have to be guessing, can I do this? Call your lawyer. Not only that, it comes with tax advice and tax preparation. The only people that give you advice through this system are tax attorneys, CPAs, and enrolled agents. Those are people who are certified by the IRS. They know the code, that's what they do. And when they give you the answer to your tax question, it's backed by $1 million liability policy. So folks, you have an awesome place to take people to get the information they need. So again, these are products that people have a need for. Would y'all agree?
Yes.
This is not pots and pans and window cleaners and candles and incense. This is not that. This is serious business. See, I can have a conversation, say, look, you need to go to my site, check that out. We got something that can handle that for you. And keep it moving. Now, let's take a look at compensation. See, if you're going to take time away from your family to help somebody else's family, shouldn't you get paid? Shouldn't you get compensated? Or y'all just go to work for free? You just like what you do at your job so much, you just go for free. Don't expect nothing. Well, we're in business for ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with getting compensated if we're giving you a service, you're happy, company's happy, I'm happy, we're all happy. Okay? So here's how it works. When you come on board, you are what is called a marketing director, MD. Don't mean anything, you're just marketing director. Okay? Your goal is to become an executive vice president. Now I'm going to show you how to do that in one of two ways. One, you can just send people to your website. And they can get products and services, and when it hits $200 a CV, guess what? You're executive vice president. That's one way. The next way is find 2 people who want more out of life than being average and ordinary and want to get a business also. They see the benefits of having a business. It's real simple. So now, once you do one or the other, you are an executive vice president. Now, at that point, you can get paid up to 100% of the CV value of all the products we just showed you on the website. Okay? Prior to that, as an MD, you paid 15%. Executive Vice President, you paid 100% now. It would behoove you to get the EVP. But it's your choice. It's your decision. Nobody's going to make you do it. You don't never have to put anyone in business. You don't have to do any of that. You can use the services just for who? Just for yourself, if that's what you want to do. Now, also, when an MD decides they want to move products from their website, when they do it, they're paid 15% of the CV value, and you're paid 85% of the CV value. Do you see that? So, now, here's the secret. You are now leveraging yourself through the efforts of others. Now, every once in a while, people have a problem with this because they're not familiar with it because they've been an employee for so long. Whoever you work for, they make money off of you. Okay? You just never been bold enough to ask them. You weren't bold enough to say, well, if you paying me $50, how much you making? You won't do that because you're scared they might take your job away from you. Okay? But that's how corporate America, how capitalism is structured. Does everyone understand that? Everybody makes money off of somebody else. The challenge is, as an employee, you weren't taught to do that. You were taught to be a good employee. So now, if they're paying you $50 to keep doing that, would y'all agree they have to be making more than that to pay you? See, the difference between what they pay you and what they make, that's called an override. It's in everything. It's the way it works. So we're teaching you how to be a business person just like the system. So we call it leveraged income. Because you're no longer the only person making your what? Now, I'm telling you, I like that. Hold up a minute. You mean to tell me I can go to Virginia Beach, hang out for a week, and when I come back, I'm still getting paid? How do you do that? I remember the first time someone told me that, I was like, how do you do that? Okay? And they told me, they said put butts in chairs. That's what they told me to do. Just to, put butts in chairs. And I said, how many chairs do you have? Okay? Because my mind said, I'll fill this bad boy up. I didn't know that's the way it's supposed to work. So now you can control your own income. You don't have to ask somebody, well, how much do you pay for this position? And you have to settle for whatever they pay. You can get paid for what you're worth. All right? I keep telling people, my first job interview, I told the guy, he said, well, how much were you looking at getting paid to start out working for us? I said, at least $100,000 to start. That was in 1985. The guy almost fell out of his chair because engineers at that time were only making, maybe 40, 50 when they started with. I said, at least $100,000 to start. Didn't blink an eye. He almost fell out of his chair. He said, $100,000. I said, yeah, that's what it would take for me to come work for your company. Do y'all pay $100,000? I took over the interview. I said, well, that's what I'm working. So, the short story is, out of 8 people that went to that interview, only 1 person got a job offer. Guess who it was? You're looking at him. Okay? So, I learned that I like to be in control of my income. Somebody tell me, well, this is what, you know what, I need some more money. I'll go make my money. So here, when you personally put someone in business, they get the system just like you did, guess what? They pay you $35. Now, it may not seem like a lot of money, but $35 for what? For going to the computer, putting your name, address, telephone number, and a credit card that what? Goes through, works, and voila, you get paid. I can do that at the water cooler at work. Hey man, go ahead and get on your phone. Let me show you what to do. Just put your stuff in there, boom. Just put your business. All right, hey, time for us to get back to work. Okay? So, if I do 2 people a week, that's my goal. Anybody out here ever work a part-time job? All right, most people, if they work a part-time job, they're going to work, let's say, 20 hours, 4 hours, eat 5 days a week. Well, just like working a part-time job, my goal is to put 2 people in a week. And guess who I'm going to teach that to? Everyone that I put in business. So my MDs that want to get to what? EVP, what do they need to do? Put in what?
2 people.
Put in 2 people. Find 2 people who want more out of life, just like you, and they're willing to do something about it. So if they put in 2 people, that's a total of 4. When they do that, I'm paid $25 for each of those people. So if I add that all up in a week, that's $170 a week. In a month, that's $680. Who could use that? All right, now think about what we're doing. We're helping people get their financial life in order. See, we're showing them strategies to save money and get free. Now, y'all thought that was good. Watch this. Now you get what is called residual income. Now this is a game changer. See, residual income means that I've done the work already, but because they're still in business, I'm going to get paid every single month. Uh-oh, hold up a minute. How many of y'all ever heard them install cable in somebody's house? How many times do they install it? How many times do people pay them? Every month. So that's a residual bill for the cable company. And you're paying it with linear money. That means you got to go trade some more time to make some money to keep paying that bill every month. That's why people don't have no money, because you got to keep doing it. If you got residual bills, you should have residual money coming in. So what happens is this. For all the active associates, and I'm going to give you the break point so you know exactly what you got to do, because there's probably somebody here like me who just showed me the top spot and let me know how fast I can get there. That would be me. That's how I look at things. All right? So here's what happens. Let's say your first break point is 10 people. You get 10 people in business, guess what happens? You are now what is called an EVP gold. Your residual income every month now goes from $1 to $3 a person. So that's an extra $30 a month. Now, I may not sound like a whole lot, but how many of y'all, if you got a $30 check, you would keep that too? All right, anybody? Would anybody send it back? Okay, you keep it. $30 is $30. Some people got to work 3 or 4 hours for $30. Okay? Now, when you hit 80 people, it goes to $5 a person. Now you're getting paid $400 a month. Regardless whether they do anything or not, it's irrelevant. That's residual income because you are building a what? Business. Okay? This is fun, y'all. This is where you get wealthy. The next break point is 400. Get it up to 400 folks. Now, I'm not talking about you by yourself, David. Not you by yourself. Because if you put someone in business and they say, hey, I don't want David to be the only EVP, what I got to do to get EVP? Then guess what happens? Then they go to what? Put their folks in, and those folks, they put people in. Now, sometimes when people hear this is another thing that cracks me up. How many of y'all work on a job that does not recruit? They don't have an HR department. When they hired you, they said, that's it. Don't need to bring no more people in here. We good. We straight. Every business recruits. Do y'all understand that? Yeah. They just don't compensate you for participating in it. The CEO gets compensated. So we had to change that formula and say, no. If you put forth the effort to put someone in business, why wouldn't that be a motivation for you to keep doing it if you got paid? If you mean you're going to pay me every time somebody does business? That's the way I look at it. And I can put in as many people as I want. It's on. It's on. Now I get to be the CEO of my own company. I like that. All right? So, when you get it up to 400, it goes to $7 a person. That's $2,800 a month coming in. Every month. Now here's the big dog. Get it up to 1,000. Now you get $8 a person. That's $8,000 a month. Some of y'all might even think about leaving your job at that point. That's every month. And that has nothing to do, we didn't show you, they didn't get anything off their websites, they didn't put nobody else in business. If I put all that in there, you're making around $15,000, $20,000 a month, okay? So folks, this is a game changer. This is how you change your life. See, if a job got funny with me after I built the business, I'll do what I did on my job. My boss said something to me I didn't like, and I said, you know what? I'm getting out of here. Another man's not going to tell me what I can't do. Because if y'all hadn't heard, we's free now. Okay? This is America. You can make up your mind here and change your life. I like that. This is America. So now you have a program and you have residual income working for you and not against you. See? Handle that money correctly, get rich. Now, to sum it up, You can sign up today. You'll receive your own personalized website. This is called our world-class business system. Our income shifting membership now, here's what it includes. Here's what comes with the system. 1, our tax withholding training. Third Saturday, we had talked to you about it. Third Saturday is when we teach all of this. I can't do all this today. This is just an introduction to all the possibilities of things that can happen. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody wants something different. But the concepts and the strategies are the same for all of us. Okay, I don't care what your occupation is. When you get money, you got to save it and invest it, or you'll be working for it for the rest of your life. Now, you know that you get your credit straight if it needs it. Now, some people say, well, I don't need them because I have 800 score. Great, you're fine, but all the people around you are not. You need to send them to your website so they can get theirs straight and say, you're that good, maybe you ought to teach a class to show them how to be as good as you. If you're that good, don't be selfish. Share the knowledge. The cash flow manager. Everybody should be budgeting their money, not guessing, not hoping. I hope this is a good decision. How about no, it's a good decision? Hit your button and say, not ready yet. A couple more months should be okay. As opposed to guessing and hoping. Okay? How about this? Debt elimination. To have a program that will tell you when you'll be debt-free. You excited about that, right, Ms. Joy?
Yes, I am.
Debt-free. Okay? There are people living right now in their minds, they know they'll never be debt-free. And that's got to be a miserable life.
I know, yes.
All right? Miserable. You just figure you're going to owe forever. Die and then leave it to somebody else. No, you're going to know your debt freedom day.
Right.
Man, I'll be debt free in 2021, October.
Right.
And then we're going to celebrate. Okay? Don't celebrate too much, you might get back in debt. All right, now. Investment education. Now here's the caveat to all of this. We are a licensed firm. The name of our firm is the Legacy Financial Group. We're licensed to handle all of these things for our clients. So when we put people in business through our educational portal, myEcon, when you get educated, you have a firm right there to put those things in place for you. How convenient. So our folks don't have to run somewhere else. We're not sitting here educating you about what to do with your finances so you can run across the street to Wells Fargo or Bank of America. Let those CEOs come in here on a Thursday night teach you what to do. They're not going to do it because where they are right now, they don't want you there. They don't want you to know that when you put your money in the bank, you're not going to make any money. When you put your money in the bank, you're giving it to people who know how money works, and they will never take the advice they've given to you because they couldn't make any what? Money. So I constantly ask people, why you keep doing it then? Here's the answer. Because it's tradition. We follow a broke tradition. Well, that's what we've been doing. You know, it's got us this far. You could be 20 times further along had you gotten the right information. So that's why we make sure people understand that. So again, you get valuable tax benefits because you made a decision to have a business. That's the secret, folks. When I speak in college campuses, I sign something saying I can tell them the truth now. I'm going to tell them what college really is. Okay? And y'all can't get upset with me because I'm going to tell them. All right? How do you spend $30,000, $40,000 on education and not guaranteed a job when you get out? How does that work? If you spent $30,000, $40,000 on an automobile, drove it off the lot, and it broke down, didn't work, what would you do with that automobile? You take it back and demand your money back. But see, they don't even have to do that. Just give you a degree of it. See, yeah, I hope it worked. Yeah. It ought to have to work. People come to my office all day long, got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. Some of them can't even find a job. Something wrong. Okay? So the bottom line is, folks, you can get involved. Now listen to me carefully. The investment to get involved is so minimal, no one can convince me they can't afford it. No one can't convince me. Even a young man. All right? He may not have a job, but I'm sure he knows how to make some money somewhere. He can afford it. If he wants it bad enough. He can afford it. I'd find the money. Okay? So the bottom line, folks, to get involved is a measly $47.90. One time. And then 30 days later, you maintain your site for $34.95.
How much?
What?
$47.90.
No, like, no. Like, no, I paid $199.95. I'm sorry, but how much?
All right.
Y'all, I paid
What?
$199.95. Okay?
Well, now it's $47.90.
Jordan, how much you pay?
$175.95.
Well, it's $47.90. 30 days later, it's $34.95. That's $1.17 a day to change your life.
Let's go.
Signed
up. I'm gonna get signed up right
I'm
now.
about to sign up again. I'm sorry. $47.90?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Where y'all going?
We gotta cut the presentation short. We gotta go sign up. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
No, we gotta go.
Well, I tell you what. Look, if you want to change your life, this is how you can do it. God bless you. We'll see you at the top. I guess I'm gonna go sign up again too. See y'all later. All right.